Good morning, student. Today we are going to start Versatile Computer, Chapter 1. Student, we are going to study in this chapter the computer of feature of the computer, parts of a computer, different applications of computers. Then let's start Versatile Computer. In the previous class, we already know about the computer. What is computer? And the work of the different work we can do with the help of the computers. Now, in this chapter, again we discuss with the computer. What is computer? A computer is an electronic machine. Why we say the computer is the electronic machine? Because it runs with the help of the electricity. So we say that it is an electronic machine. And why we say the computer is the machine? Because a machine is a one kind of man-made things, and it do help, and it makes our work easy. Because we can do different type of work with the help of this machine. It reduce our time, it make our work easy, and it gives the perfect result. So student, we say the computer is uh, an electronic machine, because when we use the computer, it reduces our time, it gives the accurate result, it save our time, and it makes our work properly. So student, it is the very important things in our life, and we can do most of the work with the help of the computer. Now let's ask about the computer. A computer is an electronic machine that help us to store and process the data at a very high speed with accuracy. We already discussed that it gives the accurate result, and now we discuss that it helps us to store and process the data. How will you say that it is store and process the data? Because students, our in humans capacity, storage capacity is very limited, but computers capacity, storage capacity is very high, huge capacity it has. So we say that it have the huge capacities, storage capacities, and it process the data, because when we give the input to the computers and then it is processed, it process means is prepare, it want to give the result. So we say they process the data at a high speed, and after that, when it is processed the data, after that it gives the result, accurate result. So then it works on the principle of the IPO cycle. Students, IPO means the input, process and output. IPO means input, process and output. So then computer works with the principle of the input, process and output, because it means is we give the instructions to the computer and computer take it and it is processed and it obey our orders. It is called process, and after that, it is after the processing, it gives the accurate result. And this is result or information, whatever you say, the computer gives the accurate result, and this is called the output. I hope everybody understand this. When we give the instruction to the computer, it is called the input, and computer take these instructions and process itself, and it is called process. And after that processing and it gives the result, it is called output. Okay, and it can also store the result in its memory. Then student, now I discuss the feature of the computer. The feature of the computer are the speed, accuracy, versatility, storage, diligence, reliabilities. And now we discuss these points. Speed. A computer can carry out our instructions that at a very high speed. At the calculations that takes hours to be done by us and can be performed by a computer only a few seconds. Student, when we give the instructions to the computer and computer can carry it with a high speed. Take these instructions and keep it. After that, it calculations the instructions or process the instructions with a high speed. And after that, it gives the result with a few seconds. So we say it is the high speed machine. Take the instructions, process, and after that to give the instructions. So it saves our time and it gives the result very high speed. Accuracy. The degree of the accuracy of the computer is the high, very high. And it gives the accurate result if the data entered to it and the given instructions are the correct. When student you give the instruction to the computer, the student instructions mean order, which you give order to the computers, and that is called instructions. So then if you give the any instructions, accurate instructions to the computer, and computer take it and it process it, and after that it give the correct result. But if you give the wrong instructions or incorrect instruction, if you give it, then your result also you get the result incorrect result or get the incorrect instructions. Versatilities means that you do the lot of work with the help of the computers in a same times. Because students, when you sit, when you play with the help of the computer, in that time you can watch the movies and or the you can listen the music when you play with the help of the computer. Then you can do more work with the help of the computer in a single time. You can play and you can listen the song music. These two works you can do with the same time. Today, students, the versatilities are multi-processing features of the computers allow it to perform the various tasks with ease. The multi-processing features of the computers allow it to perform various tasks. Means that you can do the different type of work with the help of the computer. So we say this in this point. Your point is the versatilities. You do the multiple work with the help of the computer. Next, storage. A computer can store the huge amount of the data or informations. Already I said the computer have the huge storage capacities than the humans. So it is a computer is the huge storage capacities, and the instructions can be received whenever required. Students, when you give the instructions to the computers and it required and it can stores these instructions in its memory, and its memory is the huge memory. It has the huge memory and it never will forget, but humans can forget everything after a few certain period. Human can forget, and because the humans have the small or the limited storage capacities, limited memory, limited storage capacity, so human can forget everything and computer don't forget, because computer can store every data, every instructions to his memory, stores in its memory. A limited amount of the data is stored in the primary memory and the temporary, and a large amount of the data can be stored in the secondary memory. Secondary storage device of the larger period of the time. The students, the computer have the two type of the memory. One is the primary memory and another is called secondary memory. What is called primary memory? Now I will discuss. The primary memory is the limited amount of the data you can store in this memory. In this memory, in primary memory, computer can store the limited of the data. Limited data can store in the primary memory, and secondary memory is the huge memory, huge capacity of the memory. So then this large amount of the data can store in the secondary memory, and it is called the which device are used for to store the data or instructions. This is called the storage device. Which device are used to store the computer data, and that is called the storage device. So primary memory is the temporary memory and it is the very limited capacities, and other is the secondary memory. It has the huge capacity of the memory. Okay, it is called secondary memory, and it can store this data for the long period. Diligence. A computer does not get tired of the workings for long periods because computer is a machine. It has no emotions, it has no life. You do the work, it can do the work with a long time. It can stores the data. Computer store the data, processing the data, do the work with the in long periods, and it can work as per as requirements with the help of the speed and accuracy. The same speed and same accuracy result give the computers with the fast time to last time. When you start the computer, that same result, same speed, yeah, it can do the work, and it is when you stop the computers and till now the same speed. You can see the same speed, same accuracy in last time also. Because computer is a machine, it has no emotions, it have not any emotions, and it do not get tired. So it can work as per our requirements with the same speed and accuracy. Reliabilities. The output given by the computer is the reliable sense, and it only given the result if the input is the complete or and correct. The output device, the output given by the computer is the reliable sense, and it only the given the result if the input is com- complete and correct. When you give the accurate inputs, then you can take the accurate result. And if you enter the wrong informations, wrong data, then you can get the wrong instructions, wrong result. As we can see, a computer is the very useful to us, but it has some the drawbacks too. A computer is the completely different or the instructions. Computer is the complete depends on its instructions. When you do not give the instructions, computer cannot work anything. So then it is the depends on its instructions, on your instructions and accurate input. In the absence of these, it either does not perform at all or given incorrect output. When you give the incorrect output, and then computer also gives the incorrect data. When you give the correct input, and computer give you the correct data, correct result, accurate result. After that, the part of the computers. Now we discuss the part of the computers. The working of the computers depends mainly upon its the two components. These two components is one is hardware and another is software. Student, now we discuss about the hardware and what is the software. Hardware is that of very things which you can feel, you can touch. That is, these things are called hardware. And software is we do not touch, we do not feel. Software is a set of instructions. It's called software. So then students, now we discuss about the hardware. All the physical device of the computer that you can see, touch are called hardware. one of the basics of their the functions, and they are the divided into the different categories, and these different categories are the input device, output device, processing device, and storage device. These devices are divided into the few parts. These are the input devices, processing devices, output devices, and storage devices. So dear students, what is the input device? Already now we discussed the which give the instructions you give to the computer. It is called input device. So these input devices are you give the instruction to the computer in which things you can use give the instructions. You can use the mouse, keyboard and scanner. Mouse, keyboard and scanner you can use to give the instructions to the computer. They are used to give the inputs to the computer. After that, the processing device. This is based to processing the given the input. Processing devices are the CPU, Central Processing Unit. The student give the underline. What is the full form is CPU? Means Central Processing Unit. In the previous chapter, you already see this. This is called CPU, Central Processing Unit. It is called the brain of the computer also. And it is called CPU. And after that, output device. They gives us result of the work done by the computer. The which work done by the computers and give the accurate result, that is called output device. And your output name of the some output devices are the monitor, printer, speaker. Monitor, printer and speakers. These are the output devices. And next we discuss about the storage devices. They are used to store the data for features uses of safety. These devices are uses for what? They are uses to store the data for future uses or safety. It can use the data for your future uses, or it can safety. This data can safety. Then students give some storage devices, name of some storage devices, because I hope most of the students know this name. The storage devices are pen drive, CD, ROM and DVD. Pen drive, CD, ROM and DVD. Okay. Now, these are all of the example of hardware devices. These all example are the hardware devices. Now we discuss the software devices. What is called software device? But student, software is the not any device. Software is the set of instructions. Hardware cannot work with the help of the software. Hardware cannot work on its own. It wants to need the instructions to work. These instructions are in the form of programs. These all instructions are in the form of programs. And these programs are called the software. These programs are called what? It is called software. Okay, that tells the computers how to the perform at the specific tasks. How it is performed in a specific task. Okay, and they are the two types of the software. You know that there are the two types of software. These are the one is the application software and another is system software. Okay, system software manage and control the hardware, while the application software are the perform the specific task. Students, system software is that very software which is used for the to operate the system. Student, for the example, I say if you want to the want to some work to print out from the printer, then you first of all you install the printer software to your in your systems, and that software is called the system software, which is used to control the systems, control the hardware is called system software. And another is the application software. What is application software? The application software are used is for the specific task. Student, the example of the application software is the MS Office. Student, there are a lot of work you can do with the help of this application software. You can do the MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, etc. MS Paint. This all of work you can do with the help of the applications software. You can do these all work with the help of the application software. Next, the different applications computers. The computers are the beings that use the almost and everywhere in our day-to-day life. I've already said this point because student everywhere you can see the computers. When you go to the school, there you see the computers. When you go to the hospital, you can also see the computer. When you visit any tourist place, there you also see the computer. When you attend a scientific lab, you can also see there is another computers. So the students, you can see there is the everywhere we can use these computers because it is the one of the part of our life. It is being the one of our part of our life. Now we say the home. The uses the computer in the home. Computer is used at home by children and adults for the various purposes. We can play games, listening the music, and watch the movies with the help of the computers. And we can type the letters and store the address and phone numbers, telephone number with the help of the computer. You can draw and paint the picture with the help of the computers. So then these all things you can do with the help of the computers. After that, you can make the cards and plan the budgets, plan the budgets and make expense sits with the help of the computers and share the internets and answer emails IDs. And emails means the it is full form is electronic mails. Emails mean electronic mails. The students such as the internet and answer the emails and gather the informations of any project and reports with the help of the computers. And after that, book you can book the e-tickets, means electronic tickets, e-tickets, and purchase online things with the help of the computers. And after that, we discuss the what is the features of the computer when we use it in the school. The computer are the use in the school by the teacher, the students, and the non-teaching staffs members. The teacher is used to the computer to teach the different subjects. They use them to the performing the lessons and the report cards and the timetable. When student, I hope that everybody get the timetables. This timetable, your report card, your syllabus, this all of things we can make with the help of the computers. Then test paper. Test papers, circulars, accounts details, and the many other things that mentioned with the help of the computer. And students use the computer for the preparing project and learning the different subject for playing the educational CD and roles. Next student, the students also use them to the activities like playing games and given the online exam also. Online education system is done primarily through the use of the computers and the internet. Students, I hope everybody know this. Now I take the online class and it is based on the computers and it is connect with each other with the help of the computer, internet, with the help of the internet. And you can do the online classes, online educations is the using the primarily through the use of the computers and the internet. Next, the medical purpose. Computers are the widely used in the medical fields. They have become the essential tools in the managing the different functions in the hospitals, nursing homes, or the lab. Some of the uses of the computers in the medical fields and the lessons the below. Students, you already hope that what is the purpose to use the medical purpose. Nowadays, the many operator options are the performed with the help of the computer. A lot of the research work and the medical fields is done with the help of the computers. They are using to the field scanning and the various diseases. And the, during the medical test and the checkup and the specific human's bodies, part of the examines. A lot or text can be as simple as the regular blood test, or it can be also use the CT scan or the ultrasounds. They all the done with the help of the computers. Now we discuss the computer in the film or televisions. Computers are the commonly used in the field of the entertainments, where it is the film or the televisions or any other multiple multimedia programs. While making the feature of the films and the cartoon films or the or any animations feeds, the computer are to get the help to the computers, and the computer help to the create the characters and the sense of the floods, and the fire and the storms store the moving, and expressions are the given as the cartoon characters, while it helps the computers also. I hope everybody understand up to this portion. You go through it, and next class I will again discuss the rest of the chapter. Okay, student. Thank you.